Here are 16 companies that top investors can't believe they miss it. They missed out. So let's take a look on it. 16 companies that top investors can't believe they missed. Let's get into it. So here is the hard truth. Even the most experienced investors miss the mark. These smart venture partners, which are this one, they are partnering up with companies and they investing into early stage companies and even in the public traded companies. It depends on the project. It depends if it makes sense to their own vision. But let's take a look on what they have missed and what they have already documented lately on the opportunities that they actually wanted to invest into, but they haven't taken the decision at that time. So let's take a look on it. So here is the hard truth. Even the most experienced investors miss the mark. Ismail Venture Partners, one of the most successful venture capital firms, pass it on some of today's biggest success stories. And let's take a look on it right now. Imagine if they had invested, would they still be working today? Because they have missed actually the biggest opportunities in whole of their own lifetime. So let's dive into the missed opportunities here and the valuable lessons that we can learn from that. As especially if you are a startup founder, what you can learn from it will absolutely empower you or empower your own vision and empower your own journey. So Airbnb, Brian's 40 million valuation ask was crazy. So that's what they said when Brian said that the valuation was at 40 million. So they said, oh, it was crazy. They saw the potential too late. But then later on, they saw the potential, but it was already too late. Innovative ideas can be powerful, but it takes time for people to understand them. Don't underestimate their impact. So today, if you have already a powerful idea and you see that you see that it takes a lot of time to get any traction from the venture capital or from the customers or from the market, you haven't got any response yet, but you truly believe in that. So you need actually to stick to it and never settle for less because your idea, it will absolutely pay off if you understand that the biggest companies like Airbnb, they have already went through the same exact process and the same exact strategy. And in the end, they have already been one of the most successful companies out there. So stick to your own principles as long as you have the vision for it and you truly believe that it will work out. Number two, Apple. A 60 million valuation in pre-EPO stock was too expensive. That's what they said. They didn't see the value in what would become one of the most valuable companies in the world. They couldn't actually see the value in that. They saw it, all right, like 60 million valuation and in pre-EPO stock was too expensive for them. So they haven't seen the value in that. So can you just imagine if they have only invested at that time in pre-EPO stock? So can you just imagine how wealthy, how ultra wealthy would actually become? Valuations are often subjective, don't means the bigger picture. So if today you ask for a lot, so that doesn't mean that you don't worth a lot, you don't worth a lot. That's the valuation that doesn't make sense to the VCs currently, but you seeing it or you keep see you can actually see or clearly see the bigger picture of this concept of this company. And if you can't truly see that, you just need to stick to your own principle and stick to your own valuation numbers. Don't never settle for less because you have already seen that. The others they have been seeing that. But with the time they will absolutely regret as they are regretting for up. I'm just saying that to see if you truly have something that you believe in. And if you have that, so you will absolutely feel that, all right, that is related to me. Number three, Altacian. A 400 million company valuation was considered rich. The platform for collaboration was ahead of its time. So that's what they said. The platform for collaboration was ahead of its time. A 400 million company valuation was considered rich. So was a lot, in other words. So don't demise companies that look niche at first. They can do a revaluation in the whole of the industry. So even if you are in niche, if you have already niched down into one specific sector today, and that you keep telling yourself, oh, maybe I have already niched a lot. Now maybe I will not get the bigger chunk of the cake, or maybe now I will not get the same positive response that I would actually get. But if you truly have niched down into one sector and you only keep giving the solution for this sector, you will absolutely killing it. Why you would do that? Because now you can actually provide a bigger solution or more informative solution or more needed solution for the bigger picture of what you are targeting, or for the bigger industry of what you are targeting, of to the others sectors in the same industry that you are targeting. But once you have already mastered it, to give the best solution to the niche sectors that you are into. Do you understand? I hope you do. So if you're doing that, so keep sticking to it. Keep having that and don't ever settle for something else. Now let's take a look on number 4, Coinbase. A 500k round on a save was a 10 million cap for something or something no one had heard of it. So what they're saying right here, so it was a lot. So that's what they are saying, because crypto, it wasn't like a big thing at that time, and they asked it for a lot, and that it wouldn't make sense for them. It wasn't yet a mainstream topic. If you can see the future of the market, you miss out on the next big thing. So today, if you have already built a product or service that will actually make sense to the market or to the industry for the long term or in the future, so don't ever settle for something else, even if the others they can't see the value of it. Because absolutely it will make sense to stick to it, because that's how you will actually make the move, by being unique and by being you. By being you, it will absolutely help you to be not like the others. All right. If you will try to be like the others, so don't expect to get the best return or a unique return than the others they have already generated or they have already got for return. Do you understand? Because all the unique billionaires or all the unique companies, as you can see, they keep believing in their own vision and they stick to it. All right, that's it. They keep sticking to the same vision, and they telling others, "All right, you don't believe in us right now. Later on, you would do. One day, you would do." The others will absolutely see that later on. But what we can see in 10 years, you don't seeing it right now. That's something that's up to you. But we see the future. So now let's get into the next one. ePi. Stamps, coins, comic, books, we best. So that's what they said. Stamps, coins, comic, books, we best. Do you understand? So online equations seemed too niche. Seemed too niche. But what we have already presented to you up there, it was absolutely the same thing for another company, correct? So even if it's too niche, you need to stick to it, because if you can provide a solution to the one main sector that you have already niched into, you can give a bigger solution to the whole industry that are into the same or that include the same sector. Do you understand? I hope you do. Focus on scalability. Sometimes a simple idea can dominate global markets. Once you have believed into it and you keep sticking to your own vision. Number 6, Facebook. Kid, haven't you heard of friend stare? It's over. So they just telling the founder that, all right, you haven't seen what they have already done in Friendster, so it's not like something to invest in, because that's what they have already had for answer. So social network was already crowded, as I said. Never underestimate founders' vision and timing. They meet, just be into something bigger. So just as I'm always telling every one of our clients, keep believe into it. If you believe into it, you have faith into it, you will kill it. If you don't believe into it, so don't have any expectation from the others. Right? Number 7, FeedX. We passed on FeedX 7 times. Logistics on demand seemed impractical. The most disruptive ideas often seem impossible at first, be it on the long term vision. So even if something that you have today is completely strange or worried, others are just telling you, oh man, you need to do something else. So, but if you see that others they can actually get value from it, so just have believe into it and just keep having faith into it. Number 8, Google. Google students question mark a new search engine pass. A new search engine from two college students didn't seem like a big deal. The best ideas often come from unexpected places. Don't miss the unknown. If you have already built something that you can actually see all of the world, or all of the humans, or all of the bigger or biggest spots of the world, they can use it and they can get value from it, then you need actually to stick to it because now you are targeting the biggest spots. And when you are targeting that, so you will not have the best ideas to do that. You will just ask yourself if it will make sense to provide value to the biggest spots of the world. Because if it would, so with the time and with enough of persistence, it will absolutely make it real. So you don't need to have the best idea right here because you are targeting the biggest spots of the market or of the earth. I don't know if you understand me or if you understand what I'm talking about. If you do, then you need to understand you don't need to have specific unique ideas when you are targeting the biggest spots of the world or of the earth or of the market. Okay? You just need to understand one thing. Would that provide value to the biggest spots of the world? If it did, if it would, then with enough persistence, you will make it. That's what the Google they had for believe. Number 9, Intel cooperation never quite settled on terms. See size opportunities even when they don't come in perfect packages. Timing and execution matter. So I don't need to explain it a lot. You understand what happened right there. Number 10, Intuit. Turned down by every VC, including PVB, which is the Bessemer Venture Partners. So they have already rejected the whole idea of the whole offer. They didn't see the potential in simplifying personal finance. Sometimes the most overlooked problems can become the most lucrative solutions. As I have already told you before, as I have already mentioned to you lately, if you are targeting the biggest spots of the target audience of the market, you don't need actually to have the best or the most unique solution. You just need to have more persistence and enough marketing. Doing that or by having that, you will absolutely push it to the marketplace with enough persistence. Number 11, Kayak. Airlines will not pay high fees for platform placement. They adopted the profitability of online travel agencies. When everyone adopts a market, it may be the right time to disrupt it. So when you think that all right, you are already into a market that everyone avoiding to entering it, then that's the best time to keep having faith in this market. Everyone are away from the market, so that's the best one to stay in it because you have the best opportunity of it by leveraging not having others in this market, correct? Bartol, Okta, SaaS and web apps were too complex. The cloud security space seemed too early and too complicated. Never overlook complexity, and it can be the edge that wins markets in the long run. So even if you have today the most complex hub and that you are providing solution with, uh, even if it's too complex to use it, but you understand that one of your target audience or multiple or several type of your target audience would actually have solution or have any value from it because it will make their lives way easier, then you need to keep having belief and persistence with it. I'm just telling you again and again and again. The true solution of the two things that you need to keep evolving at is resistance, your vision. If you stick to your vision, you will keep having resistance. Keep working on both of them because if you do that, you will absolutely make it. Number 13, PayPal. Regulatory nightmare and rocky team. That's what they said. They saw obstacles instead of opportunity. Don't let rules and regulations stop you. New ideas can grow even when things are tough. So make sure to understand that. Number 14, Snap INC missed the meeting due to flight delays. So they have already missed the meeting because they were on rush to travel or to fly to another city or country. Sometimes even a missed opportunity can be a turning point. You never know what miss out on. Always be ready for the chance. So if you have already seen that a BC, they have already missed your own meeting. So that doesn't mean that they don't want to invest into you, or that doesn't mean that they are against you. It means they have already missed the meeting, and is that it could be the best opportunity that they could ever have received it. Then you need only to keep following up and keep working with them. Number 15, Tesla. Negative margin companies. That's what they said. Negative margin companies. The auto industry was too established to embrace change. Disruption often starts with a setback. Don't let early problems stop you from seeing the bigger picture. So, do you remember once you have already started in the journey and once you have already started in your own industry, in the beginning, early on, every time you are facing new problems, and when the problems are coming from everywhere, you just keep providing solutions and you just keep moving further, correct? So you need to do the same thing right now and keep having the same energy and the same vision inside your head and keep sticking to your own principles and to your own focus along with what you have for solution to the industry and to the market. If you keep doing that, you will absolutely get out there and get founded. Number 16, Zoom. The market was already crowded with international players. They didn't see how Zoom could differentiate itself. Even in saturated markets, innovation can still create room for new leaders. So even if the market is crowded, but your idea right here can provide solution to not only one target audience and not you are not only solving one pain points, but you are solving 1 to 5 pain points to the same target audience. If you are doing that, so you will absolutely be ahead of your competition because now you are not thinking of just having the same solution as the others they currently have. You need to be unique with providing more than one solution to their own pain points. All right. By doing that, you will absolutely keep killing it. And that's what Zoom they had already in their own project. They have already provided more than one solution to the same target audience. And that's what made them to stay ahead of the others because they have like call recording and you can absolutely use them for free. Yeah, for free, I think, for limited short time. And at the same time, they're also providing other features that the target audience they were also looking for. And that's why the others they started to refer them on the team or on the others regular companies or false companies. Do you understand something? I hope you do. So now let's get into the key takeaway right here. So even the best investors get things wrong. Even the most visionary founders face rejection. So you don't need to Just feel like, all right, I have already faced a lot of rejection. I have a lot of setbacks in my life. I'm starting to have more doubts in my own self. Don't have all of that. Put that on the way. Understand something that entrepreneurship was easy. Everyone would be here and nothing would actually be worth anything. So that's why it's hard, because you will just stay here for the long term. The secret that you need to understand: think outside of the box, trust your guts, trust your own principles, trust your own vision, stick to your own vision. Persistence and vision will absolutely get you there. Focus on the long term success and not on the short term distractions. Short term distractions, it could be investors that they told you no today, VCs that they told you we are not interested. All of that are short term distractions. Long term success, you will absolutely have it. How many notes you will have? In the end, it will absolutely click on. You can't have all the no's from the whole world. You can't have 7 billion no's from the whole world. It doesn't make sense. In the end, it will absolutely pay off. It will absolutely click on. But if you are just here for the long term, if you keep staking, if you keep believing in your own vision, and you keep having faith that what you are providing, it will absolutely make sense. And I'm here to make things happen and to make it rain. If you need any help with raising capital, you can take a look on those videos in description below. At the same time, if you have already seen any value in today's video, you can absolutely subscribe to the channel. Was everything. Have a nice day.